To test hip extension, this is a little bit more subtle than some of the other ones that we'll do. You're going to stand, if you need again to hold onto a wall to do this, then do. But you're going to stand side onto your camera, whatever you're using, and you're just going to take one leg behind you, the heel pointing back and the toes pointing forward. So again, we're standing on one leg, so if balance is a thing, hold on to something. So what we're looking for is the hip extending backwards. What we don't want is the back to arch or to compensate or for you to rock forward like that. We're trying to keep the legs straight as well, because if the knee's bending, we can get further. So you're not going to see, you just move your arm out the way so you can see your angle. You're not going to see a lot of movement in this. Keep your legs straight. So it's really hard to not to tip forwards with this one to try and compensate, yeah. Again, your body's trying to help you get further. It will be a very, very small angle, and that's okay, because your bum's in the way, basically. So this big bum muscle is getting in the way of your hip going further back, and that's what it's meant to do. So check your angle on both sides. Make a note of where you are. So for hip extension, a really good exercise is called the couch stretch. You can do this against a couch or a sofa, or you can do it against a wall. Depends on your flexibility. So what we're going to do is we're going to kneel in front of the couch, the sofa. You can also do this on the seat if you've got a soft-backed sofa, if you need a bit more protection on your knees, or you can kneel on a mat. You're going to take one foot and hook it onto the top of the sofa. Sorry, bring this leg forward. Yeah, that was hard. Bring the other leg forward. And then you're going to hook the knee on the foot on the sofa.
Yeah, that's better.
So if your ankle is a bit inflexible, doing it on a sofa is better than doing it against a wall. If you're going to do it against a wall, your ankle's going to be flush to the wall, so it can be a bit uncomfortable. So all we're going to do is we're going to hold this position. So you're extending through the hip. If that feels easy, you can start to inch your bum back. And ultimately, we want to try and get the heel to come to the middle of the same butt cheek. So what you don't want is the heel coming to the outside. You want it nice and lined up. So we're just going to ease back into it. It might be that your hips are so tight you need to lean forward. So if you're here doing it, that's fine. If you need to raise yourself up on some blocks or something, that's fine too. Jason's got decent hip extension, so he's able to be upright. What we don't want, the same as all the others, is an arch in the back. So you're trying to lengthen here rather than over extend here.
I feel that all the way down there now.
Yeah. So you might think that your quads are tight, when actually you might just need to get a bit more space in your hip extensors at the front. So holding that for 2-3 minutes, I think is doable for most people. If you're doing this on your sofa, you can do this of an evening. So if that hurts, you would come forward.
A bit tighter on that side.
You can you'll ease into it as well. Once you're there for 30 seconds, a minute, it'll start to ease off. You need to breathe into it. And then as you get more comfortable, you can start to inch yourself back, try and get the heel to touch the bum. And make sure that you're not arching your back, you're drawing your ribs down, you're drawing your pelvis up so that you get the full extension here rather than sort of sitting back into it. Okay?
Cool.
Actually, if we want to progress that, if you are, so shall I. So if you are, I'm saying this, I don't know if I can. If you are someone that's got the heel right up to the bum and that feels okay, you can start to progress it by adding some resistance again. So you're going to push your knee. It's difficult to see, but we're going to try and resist the floor. So you're pushing your knee into the floor, pushing your bum forward, and that's just a stronger stretch. So we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So you're just trying to create a bit more space in the hip. I'll try it on the other side. So heel is right in the middle of the bum. And we're going to push. So you're sort of clenching your thigh. You're going to push your bum forward, push your knee into the floor. And just hold that for 10 seconds and then ease off. Okay?
Cool.
it.